See that? Cbat. Where it's at, we got us a Cbat. Cbat. See that? What you gonna do when you got a Cbat? You're gonna sit down, take a look. Maybe somebody writes a book. See that? Cbat. No one wants to sleep with you. That you gotta Cbat. Cbat. Everybody wants to have a Cbat. Rock and roll, it's hot. Everybody needs a Cbat. Tell me, Kale, his wife treats him like a pal. And why? I tell you why. The Cbat is the reason why. It's Cbat, sing along. Cbat, sing along. Cbat, it's where it's at. Cbat, Cbat, say that. Cbat. You gotta say Cbat, guys. And Cbat.
Cbat.
I'll do the Harvey.
Yeah. It's where it's at. I got nothing. We're touring East Coast.
I tour up next summer, and then we'll be out there. It said Gerard Callan Burns.
Lads, that was probably the best intro we'll ever have.
Probably,
Probably ever. That's like,
And you guys
take a
have
lot to
totally
top it.
missed the
We're
20
just gonna
minutes.
use
of
that
fucking-
on every
the
stream.
20 minutes of insanity that came up before. We had to stop the show and restart it because it just went off the fucking rails.
It went
And
fucking
Gerard, being
mental.
the sissy that he is, was afraid
Shut your
to.
goddamn mouth. Okay.
Hey,
I
you
mean,
can't
I'm
swear.
all for controversy, so I
You
was
can't
happy for
swear.
it to
You
go.
can't swear. It's against the law in Ireland. No swearing in Ireland.
They did recently just ban a
I
few
know.
things.
I'm not shitting you. I know that you can't insult. Well, in Japan, you can't insult people anymore. You'll go to jail if someone says they feel uncomfortable about something, then they can get you arrested.
Man, you just go into like a bunch of
Really?
like Japanese comment sections and just like insult the fuck out of them. Like, what are you gonna do? Come get me.
Come on, bro.
Like literally, like just to be a complete bum. Random Japanese people posting like a picture of them and their dog looks stupid.
No, see, I'm slitting my own throat here because I work a lot in Japan. So
yeah, you were in
probably
the
slice my own
Yakuza
throat.
game,
Yeah,
weren't you?
I better shut up. I better shut up while I'm
And
still ahead.
most of our viewers are from Japan.
Well, thank God you guys are a tiny fucking show. Nobody watches you, so thank God no one's gonna see what I say.
Yeah, I mean, like
If you guys had a
there's us.
following, I'd be in trouble.
You know,
but
there's us, there's H3, and then like somewhere down here is like Sarge's Corner. You might have heard of it.
Yeah, yeah.
You might.
thank
They
God.
used to have a
Thank God.
co-host. His name was Darwin, and I think he was the draw.
Yeah, I mean, I know he was the draw. I know he was the draw.
He's also the reason you might get taken down. I love Darwin to bits, but you would have been taken down fast.
I still talk to him though.
He's a beast.
He's so dear. He's been a good friend of mine for over a couple of decades now. He just goes off on rants. I have a couple of friends like that. I have a lot of my friends so I can't say there's certain words I can't trans. You can't say words anymore, but they basically they run the spectrum of politics in America, and it's if you guys keeping track, it's crazy here. I mean, it's crazy. People will hate you because you don't hate somebody else. You know,
That comes over here as well. In fairness, like I often say, Cal Sound, and people will come in saying, "No, he's not." Like, you know, no, but
Who
like,
are they?
I
Sure.
try- I
At
try
the end of the stream, at the end of this, can you tell me who they are?
absolutely, it was me. No,
I want a list.
I want a list of names. All right, but yeah, a lot of the stuff in the States comes over here as well, like British and
sorry. I'm
US.
sorry. You
news,
get our good stuff and you get
politics.
our bad stuff. You know, you get our Tom Cruise movies and you get our Tom Cruise movies. So
This is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone hates Tom Cruise.
I think Tom is great.
I love the guy.
Look,
You're an
it's
actor.
not.
You got to say it. You want to work with him.
No,
Someday.
no, actually, when you being an actor and being in the understanding what it takes to do what he does, it's amazing. He does his own stunts.
Yeah.
he's not trying to be something other than Tom Cruise. He's not. He
Yeah.
does what he does what makes fulfills him, and I take my hat off to him. Same thing like The Rock. You know, people give The Rock a lot of shit, but you know what? He's not trying to. He's doing what he does. That's what The Rock does, and he does. He's
Mm,
great at it. And I love somebody who finds a thing and they fucking just do that. You know.
100%. No, I agree. I said they give them all a load of shite, but I mean, I'm not an actor.
You know who's taking mad shit right now? DiCaprio.
Who's that? Is
He's
he?
what?
DiCaprio's taking shit because all of his girlfriends have been under 25, and every time they hit 25, he dumps them. Been doing that
Look it.
consistently.
It's that's just people who. Okay, number one, that's just people who are fucking jealous because they can't attract a 25-year-old girl, and most of them are
That's it.
lesbians. So you know that's it's like that's fine. These girls know what they're getting into. It's not like he's going in there into an orphanage and grabbing victims. Like these girls are lining up, offering
That's what.
themselves. They're fucking lining up and offering themselves to a rich superstar. So you can't sit there and act like, oh, these
Yeah,
poor girls. Fuck it. It's like, all right, you know, you know what you're walking into. You walk into Harvey fucking Weinstein's office. You know his reputation, and you want something from him, and then you get pissed off when you don't get it. Now, I'm not saying what he's did all right, but take some fucking responsibility,
no,
ownership of behavior. I mean, yeah, when you go into somebody's place and they have a reputation of being aggressive with that, you know what you're doing. You're playing. You're playing with fire. You're
you can't
dancing with the devil.
you can't
Take
even
some fucking
compare
responsibility.
those two together. You cannot compare Weinstein and
You
DiCaprio.
can't.
Like
Well, no,
in
but it's
any regards,
no.
that's so
But it's
different.
the comparison is like when
Not at
people
all.
complain about somebody and don't realize that these women are taking are getting something out of it. You know, they're connected to what you think
You're dating
this
DiCaprio.
guy
There's a
is
lot of
gonna
benefits
fall
to
in
that.
love with you and be your lifelong partner. It's fucking this is a superstar. He doesn't have to deal with anything. Like the thing about when you like you're only as resilient and faithful as your options. When you have young, beautiful people lining up, and both sides of the coin, just for men and women. Like,
Like me.
why would you fight for a relationship when you have all these other opportunities? You're never gonna want to sit down and fight for it when you got all these great opportunities around you. And so it's like I am so tired of seeing people just dump on these people because they have options. Well, they have options because they're either born with a gift, or they work their ass off to build something. So either way, if you want options, fucking enhance your gifts, build something, make something that other people want to engage with. But don't just sit there and piss on somebody because you think, well, come on, he's not going to orphanages and stealing toddlers.
Yeah,
He's dealing with adult women.
Yeah.
I guess we're
I
just
mean,
blue.
the
I guess
metaphor there.
now, I guess the second half of the show is not any better than the first half,
yeah.
Gerard.
I know it's fine. I had something there. It's after
That's a
blanking
good
out of my
fucking
head.
rant, though, right? That's a good
That
rant.
was a
That
good
was a good
one.
rant.
We're
Yeah.
putting that in
No,
quotes.
yeah.
No,
Um.
yeah. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't really give a fuck what DiCaprio's doing.
same. I mean,
He does
I
whatever he
I
does.
never knew about this until you said it,
Yeah.
right? Um. To be fair, I don't keep up to date with anything.
Why would
So
you? You
why
have a
would I?
life. You have a fucking life. It's like
I'd argue about that when I sitting right here for about 16 hours of the day. But I mean, yeah, I mean, let him at it. I mean, fair enough. Again, if he's dumping everyone under 25, surely then I don't know. Let him at it.
But here's the thing:
Let him
if
at
a
it.
woman, let's say Halle Berry, was dating a guy under 25, she'd be celebrated for it, right?
Yes.
Well, she's got herself a
And the
young
guy would
one.
be celebrated even more for dating Halle Berry.
Yeah, well, okay,
Mm.
bad choice. Let's say
No, yeah,
Halle
you
Berry.
picked it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I picked the wrong one. Well, the point is that whenever a woman is now, she grabs a young, it's something that we basically we worship youth. Like we say, oh, children are so smart. No, they're fucking stupid. They would die in a day without any type of adult supervision, right? But we kind of hold children as some type of source of wisdom. They're not.
Wrong
You
way.
know?
I'm over here.
Anyways, that I did this whole worshiping of youth It's like, no, yes, do I sound like a bitter old man? Yes, I do. I probably am a bitter old man. But at the end of the day, just because somebody has the ability to attract somebody who's young and nubile, so what? Just
Yeah,
get over it, man. Get in shape, do something, build something so that
get
the
jacked.
young, the young are attracted to you, right? That's simple as that.
Where are we going
How's
now?
that working?
Where are we going now?
Cbat,
Oh no!
Yes,
I
here we
should
go.
never.
Cbat,
I told Cal about this, and I told.
Cbat,
I should never told you about this.
She never
see
told
bat,
us. You made a big
see the
mistake by saying
bat.
it. Like,
The young know where it's at. Have yourself a time with a.
See
Cbat.
bad.
Oh, you guys are good. You
Here,
guys are.
actually, earlier on we were talking about this, and Burns here says he doesn't believe it at all. Doesn't believe it's a real story.
That's horseshit.
Ah,
There's no
man.
fucking way
I'm
that
convinced.
song gets
No,
anybody up.
no. Just after your rant there, right? Okay. About how young people are, they're in
There's
charge
only
of
the
their
cat
own,
again.
people are stupid, all this kind of stuff, right? How can it not be real?
Yeah,
You know?
like how can all the Florida man shit be real,
Like,
but that can't be?
like, come on, come on.
Look, look, look,
People,
look, look. I'm saying is, listen to the song. Does it do anything to inspire you? I mean, there's a certain.
Plenty.
it
I don't.
inspired me to do a TikTok.
You did a
Okay,
TikTok with us?
but it didn't get your dick hard, did it?
Look.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. People like there's two ways. There's a handful of ways you become popular online. You do something incredibly, you're really incredibly successful. You do something well, or you do something incredibly fucking stupid, or you say something that is just somehow you lower the fucking bar more than it is. You know,
Yeah.
if it's possible, now you just lower. Oh, hey, I couldn't. Here's this fucking two-tone sound, and then you make up the story. I'm telling you, I've sat in rooms with enough writers to know they talk about this shit. How do we lower the bar? How do we make this more universally stupid? You know, too smart. No, that's no.
Yeah.
The presidents, they tend to have their speechwriters write their speeches at a sixth grade level. But in America, because we stopped learning how to read and write, we've dropped this fucking bar to it's grunts and groans now. Grunts and groan. Yeah, I just find it hard to believe that. You know,
What was that?
Well,
it
he,
was,
he said like
fun.
the president is like groaning and just saying random shit
Yeah.
like it's amazing.
To America, like.
2024, baby.
Don't get me started on American politics.
Yeah,
Oh my
we're not
God,
going
it's
to touch that
terrible.
at all. No, but
We're not
It is
going.
fucking
Yeah.
terrifying right now.
America
I don't know
should join
anything
the
about.
European Union. That's all I'm saying. Like,
No, no,
America should join the European Union.
yeah,
no,
absolutely.
no,
Just claim an island or
no,
something.
no.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
I-
I feel like I
We've
touched
got
a nerve.
enough problems down here,
Keep California and
Just
Texas out
saying.
of it. Like,
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love both those states, but like, they are ones you hear about a lot. California is like the third biggest economy on the planet. If you made that its own country,
Really?
yeah,
It
it's
was.
fucking ridiculous.
I don't know. There's so many intricacies to the economy in California. A lot of it is, our water issue. And if you investigate where the water goes, like there's a large portion of it goes to solely to almond farmers because it takes a lot of water to grow one almond. It takes like a couple hundred gallons of water.
And then you milk it.
And then you look at who owns the almond farms is like 800 people. 800, so I mean,
you milk the almonds. I thought you get almond milk, dipshit. Almonds ain't got no titties.
well, it depends on the almond. You gotta look at the almond.
There you go,
You,
man.
you can't look at. You cannot genderize an almond. Right? That's not something we do in California. Okay.
I'm sorry,
The-
California,
a jo-
please.
the
Grenade.
almond can claim its own pronoun in general. Do not force a pronoun on an almond.
Deal.
The Gavin Newsom, our governor, Gavin.
Have we hit a
Newsom,
nerve on the islands?
Yeah, I feel like you don't
Gavin
like this.
Newsom, his family is in almonds. So do not defecate. Is it defecate?
I've only heard shit about Gavin.
Look,
I don't
I
know much about
worked
him.
on an almond farm. So I'll let the almonds free. All right. I've
That's
worked
why
on an
you're
almond
jacked.
farm,
All the milking.
man.
There you go, man.
My right arm, my left
Well,
arm.
Don't
I
start on
mean,
that.
Tim and Burr.
Don't
well,
start on
okay.
that.
If you want to get serious about the problem in California,
Go on.
guacamole. Do you know how many guacamoles it takes to make 1 ounce of guacamole? You have to kill dozens of guacamoles for one
And do you
ounce
know
of
how
guacamole.
many? Here's a fun fact, right? Now this
Killing
is another.
guacamoles by the thousands. They're an
No.
Well,
endangered
So
it's
species.
horrible.
avocados. No,
No.
I
The avocado, the guacamole
from an
the
avocado.
slaughter of guacamoles in California is horrible. We slaughter millions of them a year just to make a little bit of guacamole. No. The
No.
guacamoles have got to be saved.
Yes.
Now here's one, right? And this might tick a couple of people off.
And why are
So
animals
it's
naked in this
avocados.
day and age? Why do we keep our animals naked? Why aren't dogs wearing pants?
There's actually
Why
a
do we have to
company
see
in
their
Ireland that
genitals?
just launched that's looking to do like designer clothes for dogs. These lads just started, and man, Toby's getting some drip when I'm done this.
Man, I'm getting merch. I'm getting merch.
Go on.
I'm getting horny. I love it.
Keep going.
Is that from the talk of guacamole?
Furry animals or the death, the extinction of.
Hey! Do not mess with the Furbies, okay?
Yeah.
They have their own litter boxes, okay? It's fine.
You mean furries or Furbies?
I don't
Furbies.
fucking know,
Furby's a
dude.
toy.
Dude, I'm just
They
throwing shit
both
at them
turn
weak
them
on.
on.
But
I'm
genuinely,
just
like almonds and shit use a shit ton of water, and so do avocados. Like avocados, the
so
amount of
okay.
water is
So
fucking
we're,
ridiculous.
we are milking almonds. We
I
are
still,
we are putting
still the
Furbies
avocados.
yeah, we are, and we're killing guacamoles. You know,
You're
which is
you're kidding.
it's a version of the mole, but it's a guacamole.
It's
So,
green.
It's green, yeah, and he smashed his head in and you get green. So there you go.
He smashed
for
his
all
head in.
for
And
all
this,
those
these
avocado lovers
Californian
out there.
savages putting on like a fucking corn chip.
Yeah,
Going out there with their pitchforks.
Yeah,
Avocados.
Ireland's got to
the guaca-
invade and do something about this.
the
Like,
guacamole harvest
Yeah.
happens in the spring and in the fall, and the poor little bastards are running across the fields, and people just smash them
Porridge.
with hammers.
Of the guacamole.
Yeah.
I love spreading misinformation on the internet. I fucking love it.
You got you and
It's like
you gotta
spreading
believe everything on
guacamole
the
out of a
internet.
sandwich, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
Fucking hell.
Wow.
I don't even know where to go from that. I don't think we're almost 20 minutes in. I haven't even said what James is from.
We actually
We
actually
haven't even introduced James.
No, we haven't even introduced James.
So
James needs no
So,
introduction.
or ourselves.
or
So,
ourselves.
I
Who
mean,
am I?
World.
I haven't a
Welcome
fucking clue.
to the
Where Gerard has
SOS
everything at his
pod.
fingertips.
Shut your goddamn
He
mouth around me,
brings
too.
on James in a world.
But James who? Because no one knows. We haven't introduced you.
His name is just Burns.
Wait, no one knows who the fuck he is. Wait a minute. Why is he even on the show?
We got to
Who
prove we
is
didn't
this
just find
guy?
him.
Yeah.
We went for pints in Cork and we just grabbed this lad and
Just a
said,
fucking
we
idiot.
shoved him
walking
in a
down the
studio,
street.
fucking punched him in the
Do you
face.
think maybe the banner in back would help, or this little poster right there? Think maybe they'll pick up on that? I don't know.
Maybe.
To be fair, all I can see is
It's backwards as well.
one of those Buddhist statue heads.
Yeah,
And then further down is a very
that's not
young
a Buddhist.
you.
That's my grandmother. Don't insult me like that. She's a fine Polish Catholic. Agnes Burkowski,
It's a
Hot.
true story.
Polish, the angriest woman in the world.
Well,
Jimmy,
she's
come
looking
here.
well. She's looking
Jimmy,
well.
come
alright?
here.
Jesus.
Come here,
She's
Jimmy.
looking well.
Ah,
Oh.
she's
Ah,
a
yeah,
babe.
well. Sex god.
Okay. But genuinely, James C. Burns from Call of Duty Black Ops 1, 2, 4. Why did I disconnected?
5.
All
7,
right.
8,
Don't mind Burns here. He's
9,
he's soured with age.
10. Oh,
So
I'm sweet with age. I've aged.
Oh.
so we were
sweetly
about
like a
to introduce him
fine
after 25 minutes, but
Introduce
my
our
internet
guest.
crashed for fucking
In a
ages.
world where the Irish have liberty, Gerard fights for dependence upon everything around him. He does not want to be anything other than subservient.
I love this.
Gerard.
I shouldn't be entertaining it, but I love it.
to shoot an arrow at your heart and hit it.
I launch one now at you. You fucking mauled.
Oops, I dodged it. Look at that.
There you
Fucking
go.
missed me.
Actually,
You
that's one.
missed
That's
me.
one thing that freaked me out.
Yeah, fucking because you know why? Because you're not. It's not real. It's not a real fucking art. You can't hit a fucking moving target. What you got is a stationary target. Try to hit that fucking deer moving you with. There, you get my respect. Do you have fucking deer in Ireland? I don't think so.
Probably not. I think they.
We got a couple in the park.
You got a couple in the park, but
Can't
the rest of
fucking
them all.
shoot those, can you?
But shut your goddamn mouth for a second. I'm gonna fucking mute
Come
him.
here
I'm gonna
and
mute him.
shoot that fucking elk. Then you get.
I muted him. Okay, that's James C. Burns. Okay, he was in Call of Duty Black Ops 1, 2, and 4. Okay, sometimes there's a show called Sarge's Corner. He's fucking bastard. He's on Twitch now. He did his first stream today. Here's the rest of the episode. Good luck.
I'm Gerard. I'm on the show. I got a bow and an arrow. I shoot it fast at a target. Here's something you never forget. Cbat. Oh, come on, Gerard. You gotta Cbat, see that.
Cbat.
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 Hold it on to my quiver. See that, see that. Oh, see that.
I hope you know. That's now
beautiful.
the intro to my next stream. Fucking tomorrow. That's the opening
I love
clip.
it.
There
Just
we
give me
go.
fucking credit at top.
You're part of the fucking
dude,
stream.
Guys, I got a fucking eagle right outside my house.
What kind?
Holy
Pointing at
shit.
you. He's pointing at you, Jer.
No, I got I'm looking out my door right now at the building crest. It's a hawk. Holy shit. It's hunting. Go ahead. All right, let's talk. Hey, let's do the Gerard show here. Is this your girlfriend? Nice to meet you. She has a beard, dude. Your girlfriend has a beard. Why is that? I met her before. When did she grow a beard? And she looks different.
I've no words. Like
I've known either.
I mean,
I've known this guy
That's
too
cool.
long for him to ever behave ever again. I said earlier on before I had to cut out the first part of the fucking episode, that I did an episode with him a while, like about 2 years ago, and I had to delete it because it was so bad. It was
so
drunken
bad.
chaos. We made them wait an extra hour to get on, and they downed a 6-pack of fucking, like him and someone else. They downed a 6-pack of Guinness and they fucking froze it. And they came in demolished and they were still drinking. It was chaos.
That's what we like to see.
Whack it, it will come.
That's what you said. Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Love that.
But you're
Oh,
looking.
yeah,
I mean, we were down to
was
6 pack when you were
Darwin,
gone
right?
with your internet.
Huh?
There was Darwin. Yeah, we are hammered, man.
Yeah.
Wow. No,
That was
Get what you pay
so
for.
bad, man. That was fucking hilarious.
you get what you pay for, Gerard. You know.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Nice.
There you fucking go.
That's how the cookie crumbles.
That's how it goes, man.
That's
The
how the
fact is, we've been talking about 90 minutes now. We just haven't recorded any shit because Gerard's too afraid to really kind of have a fun show. He wants it very quaint and very safe.
Are you-
So I'll be.
Don't
very
listen to this
safe
bastard.
now.
That's
I'll
not
be
it. He started
I'll be
talking like
very
this in the
safe.
first episode for 20 fucking
I'll be
minutes.
very safe. I'm not going to say anything to upset Gerard or Cal today.
You're
So,
not upsetting any.
Let's talk about what do you want to
Poor
talk about,
Gerard's not
Gerard?
upset.
Oh, there are some daisies in the front yard. Do you want to talk about my daisies? Rosebud. You have no idea what that's about, do you? Rosebud, do you?
No, I'm just loving this.
No, I don't.
Rosebud. Do you know what
I
Rosebud
have a
is?
fucking
A
clue what it
famous
is.
movie. Citizen Kane.
No, too fucking old
the
for me.
Rosebud.
Okay.
No.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
All right. What do you want to do now?
I don't know.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Your hair looks nice today. You're looking well.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem.
Yes, you are looking well. You're looking well.
How's my shirt?
Nice sunglasses, by the way. They sound out.
Thank you.
Ray-Bans?
Thank you. Yes. Thank you.
Respect.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Nice shirt, too.
Oh, great shirt. Thank you.
You went down denim pants with that too, yeah.
Oh, yes,
The
thank you.
fucking heat over there stuck to you.
Oh, good. Thank you. Oh,
Short
man.
shorts,
Oh,
Oh, his
good.
short
Thank you. Thank you.
shorts.
Oh, I
You
love
ever
me
see him
short
in that?
shorts. Oh, oh
denim
yeah.
short
He did
shorts.
this movie
Yeah,
called
yeah. Oh, crotchless
Dino
shorts.
Shark
Oh
versus
yeah.
Super Gator.
At least it's
Oh
crotchless
baby,
shorts, son. It's called the skirt.
crotchless shirt.
Oh, it's
Okay,
called a fucking kilt. Is what it
okay,
is. Yes.
okay. Is anyone else wearing pants right now?
No.
Me neither.
No. Oh, I think so.
Man, I'm in my
Oh,
pajamas, so I'm just wearing a
I'm
jumper right now.
pajamas. Oh, are they Irish pajamas?
Oh
Man,
yeah.
there's this one fucker in my chat, and he
Naked.
always comes in saying that I'm in my
Naked.
pajamas, and like just fucking greasy stains on the bottom of it. Like,
Oh,
that's how streamers
Jesus
like
Christ.
actually do it. It's fucking stained grey pajamas and fucking yeah.
Oh
all
my
you gotta
God.
do is wear a jumper. You gotta look
Yeah.
fresh in the top.
I put on
fuck
a
below.
shirt.
Jumper. Wait,
Yeah.
what is it? What is a jumper? You mean like a sweatshirt? Is that it?
Like
What's a
a
jumper?
like a hoodie, like this.
What he's wearing? Well, what's a
We,
jump?
we
What's a
call that a
jumper to you?
sweatshirt. We don't call it a jumper. A jumper is something like you put babies in, like a onesie, and they kind of like
That's a
shit in it and
onesie.
stuff.
I've actually I've never heard that from the States.
That's
What? That's what your
What?
Yeah.
jumper is. It's like a onesie.
A jumper is like a one piece, one piece thing that women wear or babies or children wear. Jumper. Like you can. It's called a jumper.
All
My
right.
mind is blown. My
I'm
mind is
insane.
blown.
From going from avocado
you-
titties to this.
To jumpers.
No, almond titties.
Sorry. But
Guacamole slaughter. We slaughter guacamoles in America, and no one talks
every
about it.
day,
Every
hundreds
day,
of
millions
guacamoles are murdered
guacamoles are
across
murdered just to
California.
make a little bit of guacamole. It's awful.
I still have a
You wanna-
fact about those, but I'm gonna leave it.
Yeah, it's awful. I mean, hammers. And the way they harvest the guacamoles. Do you know how many guacamoles it takes to make 1 ounce of guacamole? It's insane. And what do they do with the carcasses?
Oh
They just throw them
Jesus
on the street.
Christ!
They just litter them on the street, and no one cares. Leave them there.
It's the Californian way. This is
It's
Gavin's
terrible. California has
California.
problems. We have almond
It's the way.
milkers and guacamole killers.
Mass guacamole killings.
Actually, sounds horrendous over
Guacamoles. They're
there.
called guacamoles. Say it. Say the name. Say the name.
Guacamoles. It's
Say the
guacamoles.
name. Say it.
Guacamoles.
A guacamole. Say
Say
it.
it with me now.
Guacamole.
Guacamoles. All across America, getting murked.
Guacamoles.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Speaking of getting murked, you're looking to play Warzone. What's the last
Yeah.
Call of Duty you ever played? Did you play Black Ops like 1 and 2 and 4?
I've actually played them all. When I have a friend who work at Treyarch a little bit, and when I went there to visit him, I would always jump on his system, and he happened to have like the best system possible because he was the head of Treyarch. He had
That's fair.
whatever
That's
the
fair.
fuck he wanted. Whatever he wanted, he had.
Fucking
and-
turn on God
Yeah,
mode.
man,
Yeah.
so he was good. But I've never been, like I said, did we capture the last broadcast? They would let me into the bunker where the testers played. And, so I'd get to jump on that equipment. But mostly I would play on Dave Anthony's gear. And while I was waiting for him, I go in to have lunch and I hang out at the studio. And I would just sit on his office and play in his, play the unreleased versions, with all the holes
That's
in it.
brilliant.
He would have
Oh,
all
yeah.
the pre stuff that never made seen the light of day.
What do they
it's
call
kinda
those?
fun.
Is it snapshots? Is that what they call
I
that?
don't know what they call them. I don't know.
I seen someone show a snapshot of a game today, and like it's certain parts were like fucking decked out, brilliant lighting, everything, and other parts were like it's like white tiles they use for textures.
Yeah,
little
so
cubes.
there's the
Oh,
grid.
yeah.
They show the
Yeah,
grid.
the
They show
grid.
the grid. Yes, there's the
Yeah.
grid.
Everything outlined in orange or blue.
Fuck,
Or
that's
sometimes
pretty
I would
cool,
see
though.
he would show me just the Woods character by itself in a grid, and you see Woods running, and it's like it's just kind of. I wish I could capture that because it's it's like an emoji, So
But yeah, you're moving over to Twitch now. I finally fucking convinced you. I actually have a
You did,
video
actually.
from ages ago. I think it's about 4 months ago now, where I got you to do my show on Twitch, and then
Yeah.
it's titled like I got Woods to try Twitch, and now you're fucking switching over. It
Yeah,
took
you're
one
hooked.
time. One time, he's addicted now.
You're hooked.
Well,
Your stream went really
it's
well,
more
though.
about it's more about finally buying a system. Like I've been trying to get a PS5 for 6 months. And I've been on lists and I can't get one. Excuse me, and I can't use the PC and the Xbox. It's like it's. I,
Don't.
I finally found a PS4, and they got Sony to ship it to me. So
Sorted.
PS are PS5s that hard to get still? Because I mean they're selling them over
Yeah.
here, but I don't know.
well,
I
I was on lists. I was at Best Buy, all these different places. Every time, like Amazon's, you have to get on a list, right? And so they would give you a heads up. And by the time I answer my emails, they're already gone. Like that, we got
uh,
12 in today, and there's 5,000 people waiting for it. And I'm not, I don't. I'm not responsive to emails. Like sometimes I take days to respond to emails, and so or text exchanges. As Gerard knows, sometimes they send me. I go, "Oh, hey, how you doing?
yeah,
Yeah, I sent that to you 2 weeks ago. Oh, sorry about that, man. I
sounds
have
like
a
me.
fucking life. You know,
Yeah, that's
Some guys
yeah.
get to be
God,
actors. Some guys get to be
this
streamers. You can't be both.
Can't get
this
both.
conversation is so freaking dull compared to what we've been doing. It's like
Oh my
such a
god, it's a
it-
completely different
yeah. It's like
The
area.
blooper reel for this episode is gonna be
it's
fucking
so safe and
hilarious.
so sane. None of the fun
Well,
stuff's
I'm just
flying.
asking so we can get out of it.
Kale is
Yeah.
falling asleep over there. His wife actually may have
It's
sex
I'm
with
half
him
two
now.
in the morning. You fucking bollocks.
I'm curious. So with your Twitch, like I thought from
You
what
mean this Twitch?
from Twitch, from what I've seen here talking to
Uh,
you,
yeah.
are you gonna have the same kind of like? How are you gonna be on Twitch? Are you gonna be like how you are now? Gonna be all, you know, I don't know how to say it.
All what?
You know what I
Say.
mean, Jer,
I'm
right?
all what? Be all
Are you gonna
what?
put on a stupid bandana and a stupid pair of
Come on, fucking
sunglasses?
insult me. Come on,
Get the guitar. No, I'm not
come
gonna
on.
insult you. That's for
What
sure.
are you
Cause
gonna
I
do?
love it.
Get us some kind of
A
weird hat and a
persona.
bandana?
Persona.
No,
That's the word I
no,
was looking
no.
Yeah,
for.
street persona.
It's gonna be me, man. I'm gonna do like whatever feels right in the moment.
Yeah.
It's
No,
like
because
I I'm Woods, man. You know,
your
when you
woods.
when you meet me, me and I mean Woods is built on my chassis. It was built ground up. So basically, me being me is basically Woods tune. Woods is kind of Burns operating around 14. Burns operates around 6 or 7. So I'm gonna have around the 7 versions. Every now and then he pops up, but Woods is an extreme version of my personality. It's me
Yeah.
cranked up with without any type of ramifications. Like I
I
can
love that.
say and do shit freely because no one's gonna call me because like it's all fake. It's all funny. So I can be
Yeah.
the biggest badass in the world, fearless because like no one's really shooting at me. Like so that's
Oh, that's
so
cool. Ah,
all I'm gonna do is basically just do what I do, whatever
do what
feels
you do.
right.
And
Try to be as authentic in the moment as I can.
you were saying
Yeah.
today you want
I
to do
love
some
that.
games. Are you just
Say
gonna do
again.
like a bunch? You're saying earlier on today on stream that you're gonna do a bunch of games on Twitch, and do like your creative shit on YouTube. Um, what are you
It's
looking to
really
do?
gonna.
Like, what do I
I think.
expect?
Um, I think I'll find my way. I think it'll kind of tell me where it wants to go. I trust that. I usually trust that things that I start to do, they tell me like when I start writing a script or working on a song, the story tells me where it wants to go. The song decides where I have an idea for it, but the song goes where it wants to go. And just like the characters, when I build a character as an actor, it goes where it's supposed to go. And I trust that process. And I trust that when I start doing the gaming, I'll see where I need to go next. I'll make some mistakes and I'll guide. And I don't know what Twitch has to offer. I'm still trying to figure out what a sub is. You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out, oh, how do I do something for the people who are watching me? How do I make it a better experience? How do I give them something? How do I, can I provide them my wristband? And what can I give to these? So I have to figure that stuff out as I go. The YouTube channel is going to be more of, I want to transition into a creative, more of a creative platform where I can, I love making my stupid videos. I have the thing I love with I have a couple commercials coming out. I do the thing on my channel where I have the two Woods talk to each other. They kind
Yeah,
of insult each other. So I got a commercial coming up with those two guys. So those two guys need to have like all the music videos we do have those two guys in it of the Christmas videos. So there's going to be more of them coming up, and a lot more music. I mean that's really what I'm doing with my life right now is I'm just writing shit, and we're about
Steve
I think I've
Bat.
got about 10 to 15 songs that I'm happy with. I got to polish them up, and I'm gonna start building a platform for that as well. I'd like to see that become something that I can really do uh, live performances, and yeah, I just see that's where it's just something I want to do when I want to go next.
Yeah.
God,
That's
I
pretty
sound
awesome.
so fucking reasonable, don't I? It's
Yeah,
terrible.
we'll get off that in a second. Don't be worrying.
Yeah,
Um,
okay,
Who
come on,
says?
let's
but
just
yeah,
get to the normal stupid shit.
the reason I said it to you about Twitch is because you made perfect content for Twitch, but you put on YouTube where it wasn't gonna be hidden every time.
Hmm.
You know, like the like a shit stream on Twitch will do better than a good one on YouTube. Fucking 9 times out of 10.
Hmm. Fine. Well, again, I trust you. Like we've been friends for 3 years now.
Yeah,
And I just you're just your intelligence and your candor. I've always admired. Now the choice of partners leads me to question everything I thought about previously, because Cal is Cal, but I
Cal's
mean,
Cal.
Cal's Cal.
but I know
It's
that
just Cal.
I am Cal. It's
but
just
I
Cal.
take it. I just take it as your charity and your Christian nature that want to be charitable to those less fortunate than yourself, and that obviously he has that in spades. So yeah, um,
Yeah, keep going with
I
that.
I I I I just fucking lost my train of thought trying to
Yeah,
insult Cal. I just like it just
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
diverted the train out the fucking
Diverted
tracks.
completely.
basically, you
Underailed.
you
Yeah.
trust you trust Twitch. You're going with it anyway. You really don't
Oh no, I
understand what a
trust
sub
you.
is?
No, I trust you. I trust your input, and I trust your your enthusiasm about it. And the thing is, what I'm really most proud of for myself as a maturing process is going to places I'm uncomfortable, because if I don't get uncomfortable in these places, I don't grow, I don't expand. And you challenged me. You kind of like I said, why aren't I doing that? And what am I afraid of? So you offered me a good challenge. I said, I got to listen to this because I trust you. Like I like how you handle yourself. I know you're a great athlete. I'm not being facetious today. Like you're a fucking world class archer. That's athletic. So and myself being a professional athlete for many years, I kind of have an affinity for people to do that. My girlfriend is a world class gymnast. I like being around people who understand the connection between you know a vision and then physically completing it. So, and I just it's a challenge, and it's kind of fun, and that's where I'm going. It's, how can I have fun with this? Whenever I get something that's a challenge, how do I make it fun? How do I make this something I want to do? You know,
It's a lot
and
of
then I
fucking fun.
back off. I hope so. Yeah, it seemed like we're gonna. Hopefully, I can figure out how to make it inviting and a pleasant experience for everybody who shows up. That's my goal, is to have people enjoy, um, and give access. Again, I said this many times, and why I did the Twitter and the YouTube is like I feel I watch a lot of the big name YouTube guys. Some of them I've really I started with them. I was one of the first interviews, and they've grown to be magnificent entities. But I've always felt like the guys who really carry the franchise, people are the kids with 22 followers, the people without a voice. And I always saw like I wanted to be a place where they felt, oh hey, I can connect to the bigger universe for this guy. This guy is here. He's one of us. Like I said, I can fucking walk into Dave Anthony's office any day I want. The biggest name in the fucking industry, basically. I can hang out at his house. Like, I know everybody at, I knew everybody at Treyarch. I had access. So it was sort of my opportunity to provide access to that world that seems so far away. And it's not, it's really just here. Here's me walking down the hall. It's here I am at the office of Deviation Games. Here I am. I'm just here. By the way, just happened to swim with the biggest fish in the ocean, and he's my buddy. He gets me drunk and we eat food together. Um, yeah, but he never misbehaves. So he never does anything inappropriate, and he gets me drunk.
I somewhat believe it.
Uh,
Yeah, you said about deviation games there and the leak happened there recently. Um,
Yeah.
I assume you got the blame.
um, blame. Well, it's
Blame. It was me. It
blame.
was.
no. Actually, Dave sent it to me. He sent me with a smile. He goes, Any ideas where this came from? I go, no, but let me look into it. That's the thing. Which is good. I'm glad you're kind of pulling the throttle back a little bit because I do. I don't get. I kind of give zero fucks about most things. But I really want to protect uh, Deviation Games because it's my he's one of my best friends, so it's his company, and they're doing big things. They have an amazing game they're working on. It's different. It's groundbreaking, and I want to protect that because it's always so I got to be very careful. Um, he and I had a long conversation about what I can and can't talk about, which is fine by me. And it's not an NDA. It's just he's a friend. I'm taking care of
Yeah.
a friend, and he takes So, but at the same time, there's a lot I can talk about with the Deviation Games. But at the same time, it's like there's you know, it's easy for someone to start connecting dots that don't exist, or
Yeah.
starts they can cut a little piece of what I say, and all of a sudden, hey, this is what's happening, and here's the evidence. Think, well, that could have been a lot of things. That could be what's the context you're using there. So, was there a question there? Because I don't think I gave you an answer about anything. It's like,
I
I
think you
just
gave an
I just
answer to
fucking
some
Yeah.
rambled
degree.
for. I should be a politician.
There you
You know,
go.
Yeah, yeah.
it's questions like
Sidetrack it
that.
all.
It's that
Yeah.
questions like that need to be answered. And if I'm elected, I will make sure questions like that get asked and get answered. That's a great question. Keep those questions coming. That's kind of thing.
That's a
Can
great
never
answer.
answer anything.
It was a fantastic answer.
Good lad
I
yourself.
appreciate it.
I assume the game is probably in the realm of what they're used to, like an FPS game. Like they're hardly making Minecraft 2. Like they're probably doing
I mean,
something similar to something they've done
Minecraft 2
before.
would be kind of cool. Like,
It would be.
All I can
He's
tell
not
you
going
is
to say like
it's a AAA game. It's gonna be
I expect that
it's a,
minimum.
it's gonna be it's Dave Anthony's always been like a step ahead of everything. He's always been like, you know, he just sees what's coming next, and this is the next thing. This is the next thing that is going to happen in the video game. It's like this is why it's so important to protect it because it's the next thing, and it's something that no one's thought about. No one's thought of this, and like, wow, that's fucking awesome. So that's all I can say about it.
I look forward to it.
I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to it already. Yeah,
Yeah.
just from that little blurb. So
yeah.
there we go.
Yeah. If it's in
Okay.
the same kind of realm, I'd love to see what happens because my love for like a lot of FPS games is kind of going away. Like
It's
I'm not
dying. They're
really
all
excited
just
for Modern
copying
Warfare
each
2.
other, and
What
Yeah.
do you think is dying about it? When you say that, what do you think is what's happened? Is it just that they keep re regurgitating old stuff, or is it
The
just
players. The average
the what?
player today would kick the ass out of like the first year phase players. If like the average player now, bring them back to Black Ops 1 days, they'd beat the snot out of them. 9 times out
Yeah,
of 10. The skill level is so high. You're expected to know
yeah.
what's meta. You're expected to know this, that, and the other. Where
yeah, it's all
like the
about
certain
metas and
strats,
guns and
it's not like you
it's
run around and
just
you're just playing soldier
enjoy it.
anymore. Now the average player would have been a professional 10 years ago. Like
Sure,
Mm.
the skill
but
level's
that's
insane.
everywhere. That's everywhere. That when you follow the NHL or the NFL, this or even what you guys call football, soccer, the skill level is insane right now. Everyone's good. Everyone's because remember you watch the people in front of you and then you practice that move. So that one extraordinary move that someone discovered now it becomes commonplace. Everyone's practiced it as a kid. Now everyone's got that move, and somebody makes the next big moves. Each generation becomes better and better, and the availability of games and just watching people play and just studying and just access information. Yeah, so that's why the next step has got to be something else. How do you what is the thing you can improve on? Like what can you change that makes it better? And that
Mm.
without, but still staying within the parameters of somebody running having a computer with X amount of capability, you know,
It's definitely weird.
Yeah,
Like
which is why I think Fortnite became such a thing, PUBG, because it leveled
it's
the
just so
playing field for a
different.
little bit. It
yeah,
leveled
Yeah,
it
for
for a
a
little bit
short time.
for
yeah.
a short time.
But then everyone
Everybody
just
could,
copied it.
yeah, And
Yeah.
then well, they monetized it. It became something where, oh hey, now how we're making money off of this. How do we make this thing last longer? And I think I've had many conversations with many people about the professionalization of gaming. You and what I kind of refer back to what I was saying earlier about becoming a portal for the average kid to have access to the realm of the gods, so to speak. And when the game's so professionalized, I mean, there's leagues, there's guys making $1 million a year playing. There's college teams. I did a promo for the Penn State team. I've done promos for the Atlanta Phase. I mean, these these are these are these are organizations run like professional sports franchises. Like these guys they fly around in jets. This is a professional sport.
Can you imagine being a
It's highly
water boy for an esports team?
well, no, you'd be
I'm
Mountain
just
Dew
came
boy.
to mind for some reason. It's
Yeah,
like the stupidest
yeah.
job that comes along with it.
But if you watch,
Wow.
I've been to the World Championships a couple of times, and there are guys running up there handing them a fucking power drink. There are people providing. There
Fucking
is
hell.
that
Fuck.
exists.
We're
There's
supposed to
hope there
play
for
against these
myself.
lads, like
So,
fucking hell.
Yeah.
someone bringing a power rate up to them, and like but they're athletes, man. They're professionals,
But
and they're good at this for hours at a time, and they're just specialized.
you know yourself
So
from
Yeah.
hockey, like
Suppose.
lads take the energy and nutrition and the form fucking very seriously. I've seen it in archery
you
too.
have to,
Yeah,
because
you
if you
have to.
have one glitch of energy, one lost moment, one blink of the eye, the wrong place. If you're just got to, you're adjusting your body. Oh shit, you missed it because it happens
Costs
so
so
fast.
much then, like, yeah.
It's so fast, so you got to be on it. And that level of stress and tension you do just to pay attention inside a box, it's like, that's this, just tell you focus. That's why all these focus drinks have been so popular. You get the 5 hour focus. Yeah, they bang these things like fucking water, man. They bang, bang, bang. But that takes a toll on you too. There's a lot of
Yeah,
burnout
Oh,
in
there's wear
professional
and
gaming.
tear and
caffeine in
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of sports is dodgy.
yeah,
Like, I mean, like for like fast paced ones, you might get away with it. But
right.
what I do archery, like I know if I have a coffee in the morning, my score is gonna be lower. I know if I take painkillers,
Fuck.
I'll do better. I know if I exhale before the draw, inhale during the draw, exhale before I aim, I'm more stable. Like
Yeah,
these tiny little things
Mhm.
that change how you're gonna perform.
Yeah,
The coffee
absolutely.
one's the killer because you know you need a good
Yeah,
cup of
Because
coffee in the morning.
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
be honest. The only reason I drink coffee is it makes me shit in the morning. That's it. You know, that's what it is.
Get the
It's like
prune
a
juice
fucking.
into you.
It's like
Yeah, let's
it's
get
like it,
inches into it.
and it'd be just to be that, and there's too much information on that, but like that's
No, no.
It's
caffeine is tough,
here
man. Caffeine.
forever.
I I know that if I got to record something, I can't drink coffee. I know that if when I work, when I say I'm working on like performance capture Black Ops, I won't eat lunch because it slows me down, and I'm so much better when I'm hungry. I'll grab a quick snack, or I'll bring a sport drink, something to have a nibble. But if I eat, I lose my edge. I slow
Yeah,
down.
uh,
So if I
Yeah.
come
work
at
better on empty stomach.
so and what I do is I usually just lunch. I just if they have I pack it up a box, and I'll put it in my dressing room or something. Leave it there. Even when I'm working on TV shows or movies, I do the same thing. Hey, bring me lunch. Put the breakfast over there. I'll nibble at it, but I won't before I have to work. If I have a lot of scenes, I won't eat all day. I can't. It's just I'm better when I don't have any food in me. Like I'm just better at it. I'm better. I'm
I need to
lighter.
eat loads before I go streaming. If
Yeah.
I stream on an empty stomach, I'm lagging. I'm like, oh, I can't do this. I need energy.
Oh, you quit early to
Yeah.
go get a bit of grub.
Yeah, I don't even do that. I just have to eat and go for 4 hours. Happy days. But if I don't eat, jeez, lads,
Well,
I
I
just
think my
can't.
discipline's high because when I played, I was as an athlete for a living. So having the regiment to play well, you figure, okay, my nap's got to be at 3 o'clock, and I still do that today. 3 o'clock is I take a 25-minute nap every day. It's just something I've been used to for 40 years, and so basically, if I have a 7:30 game, I try to eat around 4:30, I take a nap, get up, eat, shower, stretch, get to the rink, maybe grab a power bar. Has back in the day we had like Gatorade and stuff, pound that, and then that would get me ready to play the game, you know, and that kind of carries over everything else I do. I know how
Hmm.
I know my body has not can't be digesting food when I'm competing. So it's got to be through that process, and the
Yeah.
stuff you eat as well. I mean, like it's funny back in the day they used to have us eat like steaks before we played, and it's like it never it always weighed me down. But it's like, oh, okay, you don't need just little bit of carbs, green carbs, vegetable carbs, and not much protein, but not a lot of pasta, none of that kind of stuff either, not starch, because that
Mm.
would kind of so once you find the rhythm, and then all of a sudden you know how to fuel the body becomes then oh, let's get that solved. Now let's get the focus together. So
Speaking of back in the day and feeling the body, you ever see stuff of like you ever see Liver King? You ever see that guy?
Who?
Liver
Liver
King?
King. This
No,
motherfucker. He's jacked out of his mind. He only eats organ
Okay.
meats and
Oh, lovely.
he eats
that makes
organs,
sense.
raw meat.
That
Bare
makes
like
sense.
barely any and yeah, like no carbs, but
Yeah,
the
yeah,
occasional grain of
yeah,
some kind.
yeah.
Um, it's just completely carnivore.
Well, that's the thing. The organ
Fuck.
meats are really essential because that's where all the massive, dense nutrients, like in the livers, in the hearts, and
There's religions
because
that are based around the livers of animals,
I
sure,
couldn't do it,
sure.
lads.
Well,
Couldn't do
but
it.
the amount of
like
nutrition, the
African.
dense nutrition in organs is that's. I mean, when you look at indigenous cultures that haven't been kind of refined out, the first thing they eat is the heart.
Mm.
Because that's where all the blood goes. That's where all the and then you know, the stomachs and that's where all the nutrients are stored. So that makes total sense to me.
Would you do that if it meant you could keep the career going longer? I like.
Fuck
I
yeah.
think I would. I would.
You
Yeah.
know,
Could you
I've
live off
been
just steaks and like liver? That
Oh,
doesn't sound that
Jesus, no,
bad. That
I
sounds
couldn't
good.
do it.
I
I
I
couldn't do
love
it.
if I
Yeah,
wasn't in a
buttermeat.
relationship with somebody who's Italian
Uh,
and likes
Jeremy?
pasta and bread, I wouldn't eat bread at all. Like I don't feel good when I eat it. I wouldn't eat like pizza is it's like a cultural thing for us. It's a relationship thing, but pizza is my nemesis. It has no nutritional value for me. But when left to my own devices, I'll do you know I could live on ground beef and
You there?
spinach. I could live on that. You know, steaks and spinach, chicken and spinach, broccolis. I like broccolis.
Broccoli's good.
I like broccoli rabe. I like kale. I like green things, and I like beef. And
Mm.
chicken. I could live on that and be very happy and feel
I'll be
great
happy.
all the
Yeah.
time. And feel great all the time. But the minute I start adding any type of starch, it becomes a whole other animal for me. Like, okay, I feel sluggish. I feel a little foggy, and it's distinct. And it takes me about 3 days to clean. Like usually, I do a fast like once every couple of months. I'll take 2 3 days just do a cleansing fast and stuff, and then at the end of 3 days, I'm sharp, man. I feel good. But coming off of that, I got to be very very meticulous. Big fan of soups. Big fan of stews. Those kind of things.
There's plenty of Irish stews out there.
Oh, yeah.
Irish
Man,
stew.
we got a slow cooker. I've
The
been making
best.
stews back to back.
Oh,
Fucking hell.
the
You-
Yeah,
missus made a chorizo one. Oh,
Oh,
never had a chorizo stew before. It was, oh man, it
that's
was good.
hot.
then I
It
guess
was
I would
hot.
like. Then I guess I got to come to Ireland and have some Irish stew.
Yes.
100%.
The
Yeah,
mulligan. Get the
Right.
mulligan stew.
the Mulligan stew.
I'm a man.
I think you'd love it here. But you'd want to time it well for something. Like
Well, I want it when it's rainy. Absolutely, when it's raining cold. That's
Oh,
when I
yeah,
wanna
that's
go.
the
So
time.
Any stage of the year then.
Yeah.
This-
Everything but
Yeah.
June
any
and
weekend.
July.
Any weekend, come on up. It's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't worry
I
about
lived
it.
in Belgium for a year. I played hockey in Belgium, and it there was a joke. And this joke is like, well, you don't like the weather. Wait 15 minutes, and it was truly. And we had an uncovered. We had no roof on the rink. It was an outdoor rink, set like 4,000 people, but no roof. And so and this was insane for me. Like we had rain delays, we had rain cancellations,
Fuck.
but it would rain like in the morning, just pour. Then the sun come out. Like, oh my god! And then it pour. Then the sun come out. Then it was just it's like like being schizophrenic, you know. And it's
Yeah.
like it was wet all the time. It's like never got dry.
I'm not jealous of that at all.
Yeah, sounds no.
Didn't
No,
get that
man.
when I was in Netherlands or France. No,
No.
that's just rough.
Yeah.
I had it in Melbourne. It was just constantly on off, on off. It'd be a lovely day, and then next thing you know, this hammering down or water, and then it was fucking windy. I hated
And
it.
we were living. I lived with two other hockey people, a kid from Canada and a kid from Boston, and we had like the top. There's this one building, and there's no tall buildings where it's in Herentals, it's Belgium, which is the south of Antwerp, and there's one building that was like 13. We were at the top. We had the penthouse, and we had this view. But the thing is, it's flat. There's no hills. It's flat, so you could see the weather coming in from 100 miles away. You could see, oh shit, you know, and
It's
you just
getting
keep seeing the
closer.
cloud.
Getting
Yeah, and you
close.
just sat there and you're like, here it comes.
Menacing.
And we had a little balcony. We stand there. We kind of like, he's like, what's the over under on the rainstorm? What's the over under? You know, gets here.
It's us. Not jealous of that.
No.
Weirdest
Got
weather I
lots of
would have
hills there.
ever seen was in Florida. The rain is fucking warm, like if you're running a bath. Like
Oh yeah,
No.
it's
Florida.
it's really
Yeah, Florida.
it feels
Yeah.
disgusting. It's like getting pissed
Oh,
on.
that's horrible.
Yeah,
That's
well,
horrible.
yes, I don't. Florida's hard for me. I don't like humid environments, and
Mm.
Hawaii's like that too. Hawaii is very much like it's damp, and
Yeah.
everything's warm. You know, it's even in the winter it's warm. Like you leave LA in the winter, and it's like it's cold here. I wear coat. I mean, it gets down into the 40s, sometimes 30s, and usually head out to Hawaii around Christmas when it's cold, and you bring a jacket, and you get off the plane, and it's like, what am I thinking? You know, why do I have pants on? Like what is like everything is hot and humid. And
Why do I have
you
pants
get
on?
off
I
this
think
air
it all the
conditioned
time.
Why?
plane
Why am I wearing clothes?
with a wool jacket. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And it's just the Hawaiians look at us like you mainlanders. You're like, why you've ruined our island, you know?
Just rocking off the plane wearing nothing. Like,
That's a
Yeah.
weird one. You know,
good image.
the fucking
Yeah.
the different weather
Well, you
coming off the plane.
your first time there, you make
Mm.
that mistake, and then your first time there, I see one guy he's already dressed, and I was making look at this fucking idiot, and wearing his fucking Hawaiian shorts and his t-shirt already. Okay, I get
What an
I
idiot.
see,
I get you
I
now.
understand now. Oh, Obi-Wan, I understand your genius here. So next, I was wearing. Why are you wearing shorts? Because it's.
And then
Yeah.
he's the same person to wear all the woolly, warm stuff leaving, and everyone else is wearing their shorts.
That's
Yeah.
that's the thing.
He knows what's up. He knows the crack. Yeah.
Yeah, when I came back from Italy, I had something similar. I just
Oh, yeah, you were in Italy, weren't you?
yeah,
Oh,
just
Jesus, sorry.
shorts and a t-shirt. Came back in Ireland. Heatwave was over. It was the first time it rained for fucking 3 days straight. First bit of rain in 3 months,
Fuck.
and fucking nipples are piercing the shirt, man. Fuck, it was so cold.
Ooh.
It was.
Yeah, I could cut
So
glass. I could cut diamond with those
Did,
things.
did you get a lot of offers and dates from young men? They say, hey,
Oh,
you're around.
he always
do you
gets
like
them.
me? I know.
You
he does.
know,
always
I
gets the
get a lot
offers,
of
yeah.
shit in my DMs. I understand when people don't answer them. I got harassed
Yeah.
in stream the other day as well. Fucking
Yeah.
another story.
Are you a target for men's affections?
Yes,
Are you?
I-
I,
you
I,
look at the
I'm
hat
not
he's
being
wearing.
facetious.
I'm
I
not
get-
kidding. I'm dead serious. Yeah,
I know. I'm jealous. No guy's ever hit on me ever. It's
I
like, what the fuck,
the
man?
story, and I
What's wrong
told it
with me?
last week was
Yeah.
a guy messages me, says hey, say hey back. Basically, kind of goes from there. Day after, how are you? Good. You? Okay. Nothing. Day later, it's still nothing. Day later, he sends a picture of his bare ass, unshaven. But like, it's one of those Instagram ones where you have to click it to
Jesus
open
Christ.
it. So like, man, I
He
said,
knew you looked at it.
I
Like,
said the meanest shit I've ever said to somebody, like, and I fucking blocked him in a heartbeat afterwards. It went from
Yeah,
like,
Fucking hell.
they
hey,
should have
how are you?
denigrated
I'm
him.
good.
Dude,
You,
your hemorrhoids are disgusting.
man,
Dude, is that your face? Dude, is that your face?
dude.
And there's so many comebacks you could have really crushed him with. What a flabby ass you got, dude. It's
I
embarrassing. You know,
No,
like,
I'd love to know what you said to him.
no. What I said to him would have me banned on every platform
Oh,
I'm on.
man.
I was mean as fuck. But
that's
yeah, it was that was one story. I got too
Fine.
many of these.
Good. Good. Nice. Nicely done.
Yeah,
I'm
Nicely done.
I'm still blessed. I still get nothing, so I'm happy.
yeah. Another
Yeah,
one come
happy
in
out.
offering like subs for my Snapchat. No,
Yeah.
no.
Well, Kel, does
Oh,
your wife, is she interested in you at all that way?
I'm not too sure, to be honest.
Cheek,
I
the
I've
cheek.
I've been wondering that for a long
Because
time.
when she calls me, she tells me, it's like, it's just, she asks me questions like,
Yeah,
what do men really like? And I said, well, don't you have a man? She says, well, kind of.
she's just like real
Kinda,
men. Yeah,
He's
kind.
male. He's
Yeah,
male, but I'm not sure he's a man. He's kind of a he's. I'm not sure what he is. She's honestly.
she's gonna have some shock when she
yeah,
listens to this.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
The man's from West Cork. He's man enough.
yeah.
Rebel County.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. Man enough. Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go.
That's why she's with me. You know.
I'm in a place called
Sorry.
fucking Awfully. It's called Awfully. The root of the word
Yeah.
awful.
Nah.
It's ass.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually forgot that was a. I forgot that place existed. Actually.
So do I.
Mhm.
It's like
So
a hemorrhoid
that's
growing off
off.
of leash.
Ah, good. Hemorrhoid.
Yeah.
Back to the hemorrhoid
Like the
conversation.
ass.
Back to the hemorrhoids.
Like
Yeah,
the
it
picture of the
always
ass.
get
That
always
good
goes
to me.
back to that now.
Always back to hemorrhoid.
Yeah.
Pain in the ass.
Do you get? I asked this to the last guy we had on. Do you get like any weird DMs? I know you get loads.
Oh fuck yeah.
What's your horror story? What do you got for us?
Oh yeah, it's gotta be
the,
good.
the ones that bother me, some guys get um. Let's see, people. I mean, there's some women who do stupid shit. Um,
Jeez, he's both
mostly it's like
sides. Jesus.
mostly, but it's mostly like you get some people who are politically kind of they're just to say things like, all right, I can't even comment on that because that's like if they'll do some kind of racial slur or some type of uh things that are just it's like, nah, man, like, wait, and I usually try to walk people back. Even like the worst is the cameos. I get some cameos and they want me to say some horrific things. They say awful, like very a lot of guys, a lot of rappers reach out to me and want me to deliver the Woods thing, like very misogynistic, very
Yeah.
very like denigrating things. And so basically, what I do is I I kind of like I say, look, I'm taking your money. Let me tell you why. You just wasted my time with your. I had to read this shit and you wasted 6 minutes of my life. So I'm taking your money and stop grabbing for the low. You're grabbing for the lowest fruit. You're grabbing rotten apples off the ground. Be an artist. Create. Don't create enmity. Create connection, kindness, and generosity. Your lyrics do not do that. Your lyrics are just shit. So stop doing it. And I'm taking your money. Have a great day. And that's what I do. It's like I've done it several
Love
times.
that.
He said that to the
You know?
baby. Yeah.
Hmm?
He said that to the rapper, the baby. Who
I
else?
did.
Drake. Who else was that? Eminem.
All of them. Yeah.
All those lads constantly trying to get to
Yeah.
say cameos. Like,
Yeah.
but like that's one thing. But like the DMs now, because I know you got a couple young lads asking for advice. You probably got some weird ones in there. Women, as you said, stupid shit. Like, where's the horror story, man?
People, I have a couple of people who DM me and say, "Hey, my girl just broke up with me. What do I do?" And like, so take it with a grain of salt. But I say, guys, you know what? It's a blessing. You know, go become a better version of yourself. Go fucking build a skill. Grab something to make yourself a better version of yourself, and you'll attract a better quality of woman. If and whatever you don't chase her, it's not worth it. Most of you guys are too young to understand this, but you got time. Build the biggest platform you can launch yourself off of. Do not get focused on a relationship right now because it requires work. And if you're going to find somebody who's going to help you build your platform and move forward, then stick with it. But if she's taking energy away from you building your life,
she's the wrong fucking broad, man. And she dumps you, great. She's don't fucking great. She's doing you a favor. Let her go off, and she's probably banging some other guy already. You don't want her. Like, you don't want her. So I try to point. Look at, you're fine without her. You're better without. Become whole by yourself. So if when you with somebody, whatever they do is not going to destroy your life, because you can't control another individual. You can try. You can try to say, well, don't you say that. Well, fuck it. Be strong enough to have somebody to sit in a room with somebody who they can say anything to you, and you can still be like, choose happiness no matter what someone says, thinks, or does. And that's kind of always been, that's my motto about everything. I kind of get it back to define yourself on your own terms. Somebody breaking up with you doesn't define you. Somebody breaking up with you does not, doesn't create your value, or you don't lose value. That's not on you. That's what you do is, okay, well, you're leaving. I'm going over there. I'm going there. You can either think of it like you're driving down a highway, right? And you're in a car. If the person's in a car with you and they grab the wheel and crash into the wall, that sucks. So the idea is, okay, get your own car. We're going to New York. All right. Now we can talk to each other, but we're no fucking. So if she crashes her car into a fucking wall, well, I'm going to New York. I got things to do. You can catch up later. I'm going to stop for coffee up there. But if you decide to crash your car into a wall, I'm not going with you. I want to go there. And that's how I like to look at things like this. It's, I'm here, you're there. We're both driving a car. We'll go together, go in the same place. We can have the same experience. We can talk about it. We can stop, have coffee together, but you can't drive my car for me. You can't grab my steering wheel and take me down into, no, we can negotiate exits. Yeah, you want to go over here? Okay, fine, but you got to meet me over here. Yeah, that's fine, but you can't. Don't let somebody drive your car for you. And that's, your emotional value, the most for yourself.
There you go.
So basically,
Sure.
fucking
Basically.
don't let it define you. Figure shit out. If your girl's breaking up with you, yeah.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I haven't had to deal. I've had to deal with women telling me that they're going through breakups. I've never had lads come to me and say it.
Yeah.
Like just from the streaming, like, yeah, I don't know what I'd say like to a young lad, like girlfriend's after breaking up with him.
Times. No idea what to say.
I never know what to say, but we'll fucking try.
And that's always a good response too. It's like I speak from a vast amount of therapy and experience. I've been in therapy my whole fucking life. I've been on an emotional journey since I was 32. Like I was a wreck and I hit my 30s, so I needed to do a lot of repair. So a lot I'm saying is well earned, and it's it's practiced. If I don't know, if there's something, someone says, hey, I'm doing this, I can't comment on it. I don't know anything about that. There's certain things I haven't experienced. But what I do know that it's universal is that do not define yourself by other people's words, thoughts, or actions. That's death. That's slavery. If I have to make the world conform so I can feel good, I'm going to be constantly trying to control things and kill. I have to kill shit. Because he's not acting like, she's not being what I want. She's not making me feel this. Like, no one makes us feel anything. We're all reacting to the stimulus, and we've come into a point now where everyone's blaming everyone for it. Well, I'm unhappy. It's your fault. Well, I'm not successful because it's your fault. Well, no, don't take that shit on. Let them go off and do their own thing. The other thing, the other tenet they have, and I always go back to two things. Number one is, like I said, do not define yourself by what other people think, do, or say. Find your own personal definition. And the second thing is, be careful. Pay attention to your attention. A thought that gets repeated becomes a belief system. A belief that is given time, attention, and energy becomes momentum. And that momentum will dictate the quality of your life. And disrupting momentum is very difficult, and very painful. So be careful what you focus on moment to moment. And if that thought is not moving you towards being happy or becoming a better version of yourself, don't fucking think it. As simple as that. Just stop thinking it. Just think of something else.
Yeah,
Don't think about green monkeys.
Yeah.
Don't think about green monkeys. That's something you said to me a long time ago. Like,
Never.
pay attention to your attention, and
Pay attention to your attention.
it's fucking
Mm.
it's a very important one to go at.
Yeah. Like, what am I thinking? And especially if you want to be a performer, you want to be an athlete, these little thoughts that come in, it's like, I can't tell how many times I'm sitting there in a booth trying to either record a song and I'll
You're
think of
gonna miss.
something,
You're gonna
or I'm
miss. You're
playing
gonna
a
miss. You're gonna
song.
miss. What happens
Yeah.
when I think that?
Oh,
You're gonna
yeah.
miss.
It's like, well, your brain will give you what you ask for. What you think about will become reality. And so
Yeah.
I'll do things. I'll be playing the song out live, and it's going great. And I go, all right, this is going great. Then I'll fucking forget my line. I'm like, oh fuck, because I got distracted by I get distracted by a commentary about what I'm doing as opposed to just doing it. And
Yeah.
that's always pay attention to your attention. Where's your attention? My attention should be on certain things when I'm performing, or if I'm acting, I got to pay attention to certain things. If I'm writing, I'm paying attention to certain things. And if I get distracted about, and even in relationships, I can so easily get caught up in history. Like, there is no wound that is worth sacrificing your present happiness for. No matter what the fuck happened last week, last year, 1,000 years ago, it's not more important than being happy right now. Okay, who are you defeating? Okay, who's paying the tab? The person who you're pissed at? No, they fucking forgot about it. I'm the one carrying the fucking load of being angry or upset, or, well, they did that to the Scots back in 1736. Like,
I do hate that stuff. I know we do it a lot
Yeah.
in Ireland
I
about the
can't.
English, but like I don't give a fuck. Most of my audience is English, and they're lovely people. I've never had
Yeah.
any like anti-Irish
there
stuff.
there is no wound more important than the present moment.
Yeah.
It can't be. You can't make, like, if someone says something you don't like it, well, you can carry that with you. And just fucking, hey, I want to be happy. How do I move forward?
Yeah.
How do I move? How do I get happier? How do I? Because I can hold a grudge, but who wins?
No one.
The
Yeah.
fucking person I'm mad at. They're not getting defeated. They go,
They don't
oh,
remember
okay,
it.
well, the idea is, like, you're not losing when you let go of your anger. You're not losing anything. You're winning because now you get to be happy again. But it's the hardest thing because you feel like they're getting away with something. Well, she's getting away with that. If I let her, I've been in so much therapy with being like, well, if I let her get away with that, and they say, well, so what? You're the one who's unhappy. You're the one that's fucking miserable. She's already over. She's on to something else.
Yeah.
She's she whatever was going on, that's done. Now you're pissed off for 4 weeks. Like, you just lost 4 weeks of your life for what? To prove that she's wrong, and she's
You don't
probably
have enough
not.
time for that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, too short.
That's
Life's
it,
too
yeah.
fucking short, man. But
Way too
there's
short.
no wound more valuable than living in the present, than being present and choosing happiness in the moment. There's no wound.
Yeah.
And you'd be amazed how many people are going to fight that when you say that.
Yeah.
You'd be amazed how many people. Well, no, there's a justice. Well, you're carrying it. You're perpetuating the injustice. That's that. Middle East, they won't let shit go, man. No one's. They all got to fucking. It's like this carrying all this shit forward. Next, I need to just show up and let it go and
Yeah.
enjoy
There's
today.
fucking shit tons of that. I'm glad we have a European Union. Otherwise, I don't think they'd ever give it. They'd ever give it up. Like, do you know how
Oh
many?
no.
Like, I've been to a lot of countries in Europe, and there's a lot of shit that goes around about Germany. You wonder where that
Yeah.
comes from. And the French people
Yeah.
do not like the French either,
Oh yeah. That's yeah.
because of a
Well,
man
I
named
think-
Napoleon and a lad whose name rhymes with Bitler.
Bitler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everyone's just stuck in the past, and a lot of them don't even know. Like I've got I know a few people who dwell on the past that they weren't from 600 years ago. It's like, well,
I hate it.
I'm glad you did well back then. Get over it.
Yeah.
Build a bridge.
Build a bridge.
People are stuck in build a bridge, cry river, get over it, because like you weren't there 600 years ago.
Mm.
I don't know. It's
Again,
yeah, people like
do
to
not
in the
define.
past.
Do not define yourself by other people's words, thoughts, or actions. And that's a simple. Just fight for that, and things get easy. Things get really simple. I mean, I think when you look at what's happening in Ukraine with the Russians and everything, you got to understand the Russian point of view. I mean, they are stuck in a loop. Like what? Let's go backwards. They got invaded by the Germans in World War II. They got invaded in World War One. They got invaded by the English in Crimea. Napoleon went in there. The Tartars, the Ottomans. They've been fucking invaded almost much as Belgium has. You know, they just so basically their national psyche is we need buffer states. We need we get fucking invaded constantly. Let's get some kind of buffer between there.
Yeah.
And that's why there's this paranoia with the Russians in NATO. Like, and we're thinking, we're not gonna fucking invade you. Yeah, we're not. But the fuckers who are running the countries, people who are my presidents or the prime ministers, they will. They're getting, who knows our political agendas of our leadership has nothing to do with taking care of us. It's about taking care of the super wealthy and keeping the food chain as it is. So as much as I think what's happening in Ukraine is fucking, it's just horrible. I understand, I can understand it and not support it. I understand why they're paranoid and why they're doing this. And I understand, understand why a guy like Putin has power. It's like a guy like, like in our country, why was Trump given so much power? Because nobody would speak up for working class white guys. And there's like 53 million of them out there. At least they felt like somebody acted like they cared. At least he wasn't calling them names, their concerns are different than they weren't being taken care of by the Democrats. So, well, here's the guy at least talks like he likes us. God knows what he's doing, and at least he says the right thing. So fuck it, we'll do it that because these people hate us. You're deplorable. No, I want to have a secure border, and I want to have jobs.
I do feel bad for that part of the States.
So, but that's the point. Is like when we have this thing where we don't look at the history of why somebody is doing that.
Jesus.
Jeez, that's a fast ringtone.
Speedy.
No, it's like I think it's going off on three different devices
Everywhere.
Yeah. So I mean, so that's the point is that we have to take the minute to understand a position that's not familiar because we can hold 3 or 4 truths at once. There's a lot of truths that are coexistent. You can't just have one thing. Well, yeah, but no, there's this thing here too. There's gold and silver, by the way. There's steak and chicken. They're both, just because you hate chicken doesn't mean steak is bad. We've lost the ability to, or we lost the public conversation has been diminished by our media. Our media has decided that it's going to give everybody their opinion because if you control their opinions, you get them to spend money where they want you to spend money, and so that really is the crux of it. There's never been the rapid dissemination of information like we've had in the last 25, 30 years. Like we can, things go viral like that. And if it's not even,
it all goes back to
just
Cbat.
It all goes back to Cbat. Always goes back to Cbat,
We're gonna do a quick Cbat, and I think we gotta get the
Cbat.
James go.
Cbat. See that? Cbat. 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 Love Gerard's hat.
I love the Cbat song. I'm just saying. I think
I prefer that one.
That's a
That's a hit.
record right there.
It's a fucking hit.
That one's so much better. Like, well,
Yes,
it's not hard to
definitely.
beat the original, but
It's not hard to beat the original.
Right.
but
I think that'll get somebody hard. I really
Oh,
do.
yes.
I really think that song.
Well,
I'm already. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, you're already hard.
What?
I can tell.
Yeah.
I know.
Creaming.
that's why I have my hands up here like this. Creamy. I'm pure creamy right now, lads. I'm telling you, the creamage. But look,
Pure
we've taken up
creamage.
about 2.5 hours of your fucking time.
I gotta go.
yeah. We've
I gotta get up for school. So
I
Go to
got
school, you
college in about 4 hours, and I've
So
been.
are we?
drinking Captain Morgan.
What time are we talking tomorrow? I got to set this.
Well, we'll
gear up.
sort that
So
out
what's-
off of this anyway. But ladies, James C. Burns, come to Twitch. Good fucking
Hey,
luck.
Twitch me.
Coming to a
Twitch
Twitch
me.
near you.
Twitch me. Come
Yeah.
on.
Twitch all over
Come
this
on.
guy.
Twitch me. Twitch me.
Twitch me.
Twitch me,
Give me
baby.
a-
Hang on. Hang on.
Do
Hang
it.
on. Where was I?
Man.
We'll do
See that?
Oh baby.
I was walking down the street, oh, twitching to my feet. When up walks a Cbat in my way. I said, hey, there's Cbat. Tell me where it's at. Come on, Twitch. Cbat twitching away. Oh, just a Cbat twitching away. It's just a Cbat, and it's calling it a day. Come on and come to Twitch. Cbat a bitch. Every Cbat is going to play on the James C. Burns Twitch gameplay.
Oh.